The issue of plastic pollution is one that concerns all of our member states, and of course, the Commission is always looking for opportunities and means to help our member states on their priorities. We have an opportunity with this RePLAST project to be able to design a methodology, a template to allow member states to work the collection of plastic and up to the recycling of it, and engage in member states, the private sector, and other NGOs and CBOs. As St. Lucia is the pilot, we have decided to join in the project to do the monitoring and evaluation to ensure that the data, the lessons learned, the best practices are well documented, and we can basically use it to develop a harmonized sort of methodology that is customized to our other member states, so that they too can go along that journey.
This project is primarily funded by the French Mission for the OECS and Barbados. It's intended to be a pilot project for the OECS, targeting used PET bottles to be collected at the community level, and then to have a process of exportation to a plant in Martinique. Just 43 kilometers away in Martinique, there's a Sidra plant which is operating way below capacity, and this is because of a shortfall in the supply of raw materials. Even if they are collecting all the PET bottles from Martinique, from the French Antilles, from Guyana, and from Guadeloupe. So the idea is if we could pilot this project for the next 2 years in St. Lucia, glean some lessons, write up some best case studies, and so we could now replicate it in the other OECS countries. With that said, we've got other OECS islands as part of this launch. So the past year and a half, we've been working towards reviewing the log frame of the project, the 6-month work plan, and looking at the critical milestones.
Regional integration in the Caribbean has enjoyed good momentum for several years, and today RePLAST is a good proof of this new dynamic. Regional integration will be strengthened thanks to RePLAST, and RePLAST will also be able to give impetus to many similar initiatives. This is why the French corporation is particularly glad and proud to participate and finance the RePLAST project. But once more, this is the beginning of a long journey, and RePLAST will be a real success only if it paves the road for a future where waste in the wild will be a distant memory.
I thought that the workshop for the past yesterday and today was informative. I think there are a lot of logistical details that need to be worked out because it's an unprecedented initiative, and there's some nuances that I think all of the varied stakeholders need to kind of work together on before actually launching it. But overall, I think that something does need to be done in St. Lucia and the Caribbean regarding plastic waste. And I think this is a good first step. And in that, it's going to require a lot more than just recycling plastic bottles. It's going to require a reduction of people using single-use plastic. So I think in the approach that, aside from just capturing plastic bottles that have been used, I think we need to really also focus in on just removing the level of dependency that we have on single-use plastic. So I think the combination of that and this initiative would help achieve some of the goals.
The 2 days, having the experience here, and speaking with everyone, collaborating with everyone, listening to all the presentations, I really think that it's a good start. I think a lot of the issues that we would have anticipated in Antigua, a lot of them have been overcome already. And it's just a matter of just implementing those things right now. So I think it's a good start. I'm actually thinking about, when I go back, having that conversation with my persons that I work with and the management team that I work with to start implementing something in Antigua. So eventually when it comes to our shores, we will be ready. So it's a situation where we can learn from each other, and we're willing to share our best practices. I mean, coming into St. Lucia and doing a project like this, there are going to be new challenges that are being faced, and we can also learn from, the persons here in St. Lucia. So it was a really good experience. It would have been nice if we would have started this way in Antigua too, but every experience is different. When we started our Litter Act, when we started banning plastics, I mean, it took us about 2 years to get it right. So I think the time that it's going to take to be successful with this particular project will be much shorter than what we anticipated in Antigua. So it's just a matter of different societies. Every culture is slightly different, even though we're somewhat the same. But just a matter of doing it now, and I look forward to seeing the longevity of this project, and I'm really looking forward to that after the 2 years to really see how far we would have come.